welcome to Imagine This Stories. This week, we're going to continue the story of Nefera, the 11-year-old girl who lives in Egypt. Last week, we left her in a horrible hailstorm, hoping that Pharaoh would let the Hebrew people go so that these plagues would end. Let's see what happens next. Sit back, relax, kick off your shoes, and for the next few minutes, imagine this. Oh, I really hope that Moses and his brother Aaron stop this hailstorm. It's doing so much damage and making so much noise. I hate it. I don't understand why Pharaoh just won't let the Hebrew people go. Last night I asked my dad. He said that Pharaoh thinks he's stronger than the Hebrew God. Clearly he's not after everything we've seen. The river turning to blood, the frogs, the flies, and now the hail. It's too much. My dad sighed and agreed. He said, Pharaoh's heart is hard. Then I asked my dad, but what if we're all wrong? What if the Hebrew God is the one God we should be worshiping? What if this God really is the one true God? My dad sat there and thought for a minute and then said, then we have more to fear and a lot more to learn. Oh, listen, do you hear that? Or not hear that? It stopped. The hailstorm has stopped. Oh, I'm so glad. This must mean that Pharaoh is letting the Hebrew people go. News alert. Pharaoh did not let the Hebrew people go. And while we have no more hail, now we have... Listen, can you hear it? Just when we thought we had nothing left to lose, the locusts came, blackening the sky, crawling into our homes, eating whatever the hail had missed. There's no grain, no fruit, nothing green anywhere. Fortunately, we had saved some food, but what about the workers and the children and the poor people? I looked at my dad again. Do you think Pharaoh still thinks our gods are stronger than theirs? He didn't answer and just looked away. He was really upset. Moses and Aaron told Pharaoh that God was going to send the locusts if Pharaoh didn't let the Hebrew people go. So Pharaoh asked, who all will be going? And Moses said, well, all of us. And Pharaoh said, no way, that's not going to happen. So right then, Moses stretched out his staff and a wind began blowing from the east. All day and all night it blew. It blew in the locusts. As soon as Pharaoh saw this happening, watching them eat everything, he quickly called for Moses and Aaron again and begged them to get rid of the locusts. He said, I was wrong, and he even asked them to pray to their God to take away this awful plague. They did, and so God sent a wind from the west, and it blew every locust out of Egypt. Unfortunately, they had eaten everything before they left. There was nothing green anywhere. No plants, no leaves, no vegetables for us to eat. Why is Pharaoh being so stubborn? Oh, that's my mom. She's calling me. It's time for bed. Hopefully, I won't wake up to something worse. Oh, good morning. How did you sleep? I slept pretty well, but I don't know why I'm up so early. The sun hasn't even risen yet. Wait. It can't be that early. My mom's in the kitchen cooking. But why is it so dark? Where's the sun? For 3 days now, we've had no sun, just darkness. For 3 days and nights, it's just been night. We're not moving. We're not eating. We're just all sitting here, afraid to even speak. But in Goshen, where the Hebrews live, they have light. I sat next to my father in the darkness and whispered, so I'm thinking the Hebrew God really is the strongest God. He didn't reply. So then I said, what if their God is the true God? And finally he whispered back, I hope he has mercy on all of us. So, good news, the sun's back. We're all so glad. Here's the bad news. Pharaoh called to Moses and his brother Aaron. He was really angry. He said, get out of my sight. Make sure you never come before me again. The day you see me again is the day you will die. Moses looked at him and said, "Okay, just as you say. I will never come back to you again." Well, this can't be good. I don't know how much more the people of Egypt can take. Wow, poor Nefera and her family and all the Egyptians. 9 plagues so far. I can't even imagine. Oh, that had to be terrible. There's just one more, and it's a big one. But first, want to hear something cool? Did you know locusts are actually grasshoppers? They swarm, and they can have billions of them in one swarm. Some swarms are as big as an entire city and can cover over 460 square miles. That's like a giant cloud of bugs. They can travel up to 100 miles in one day looking for food. And in one day, a whole swarm can eat as much food as 35,000 people would eat. This is cool. They change color when they change their mood. When they're alone and they act all calm, they're green and brown. But when they swarm and get all angry, they turn yellow and orange. Final fun fact, in some places, people roast or dry them and eat them as a snack. Ugh, no thank you. Thank you so much for listening today. Please share this podcast with others and come back next week because you really want to hear how this story ends. It's actually one of my very favorite stories in the whole Bible. I look forward to talking to you again soon as we imagine this. Bye.